My microphone was off. Greetings. Greetings. Alright, I have to get a drink. Let me get a drink. Hold on. Let me get a drink. Let me get a drink. Greetings, Sonic. Greetings, Crack. Greetings, Lucius. Greetings, Nicholas. Greetings, Ezra. Greetings, Mason. Greetings, Steakfell. Greetings, Gamer. Hold on. Now you want a Sprite? I'm drinking a Dr. Pepper. Cracking a cold one? No. This is Dr. Pepper. So I went into the stream with the mindset. I went into the stream with the mindset because you haven't had Dr. Pepper in years. There's a certain blue cream soda. I think it was by this company called Crystalline. They made a blue cream soda. When I was younger, well, I was a kid around this time. That soda tasted so good. Now another company called Frosty's it has a blue cream soda thing, and they taste pretty good. They taste pretty good. However, I remember Crystalline tasting a lot more better. I think once my older sister brought home blue cream soda from Crystalline and or some other company, and I really wanted it. I think I got it. I do not know. Anyways, I went into this live stream with the mindset. I told myself to talk about YouTube's stance right now, which is not the usual thing I talk about. However, I wanted to talk about it. So I dislike how YouTube is anti AI. Meanwhile, they have an AI. They have an AI thing that they trained to monitor their software. No, not software. Website. They have that to monitor their software, and they say we're against AI. We're against AI. And here's where the hypocrisy comes in. Here's where the hypocrisy comes in. They say that they are against AI content on YouTube. Meanwhile, they are training an AI and testing out AI features. I'm not joking when I say this. I could have sworn there was an AI feature on the community tab where you can generate a picture, and it is so hypocritical. It is so hypocritical. It's the equivalent of saying that you hate this thing, and then a person says, "Wait, don't you play?" It could be a game. It could be a game. You could say, "I hate this game," and then a person says, "Wait, don't you play that game a lot?" And you practice in the improvement of the game, and you have multiple things where you support said game, you know? And I do not mean the type of hatred where, you know, you say, wow, uh, I really despise this game. I do not ever want to see it again. Because there are some games that you do not like, and you can play again simply to review how ridiculous it is. There's a difference. Some games you hate, you play to review how ridiculous it is. You're not standing with the concept of the game. You simply replay it, you know, to say, yes, this game is very ridiculous. People hate play games. People can spite play. People can spite play and or hate play. People hate play, inner spite play. People can hate inner spite play. Um, and then there's also people who hate who claims that they hate games. Understand this. People claim that they hate a game. Meanwhile, they are secretly supporting the game. If you know what I mean. Because there is playing a game where, you know, you can say, man, this game is so ridiculous as you're playing it. And then there's also claiming that you hate a game while while in secret you're saying, I love this game. And it's it's strange. It's strange. I once said this quote back then. I once said this quote in the server I have. I said, I said, if you cannot, if you cannot stand on business, no, I said, no, I said, how can you stand for anything if you cannot stand on business? That's what I said in the server. That is a quote that I randomly thought of. I think I do not know why. It is such a stupid quote. However, I said, how can you stand for anything if you cannot stand on business? Meaning, how can you take accountability? Meaning, how can you take accountability and or support something? Meaning, how can you support something if, you know, how can you support something and, you know, defend something? Meanwhile, you are a very, how I say, flawed person whenever it comes to taking accountability, if you know what I mean. And I could expand on this in a more simpler way. Let's say that somebody is, you know, stating something. They could state something like, "Ah, I do not like this thing," and you know, a person reads it and then they said, "Oh yeah, I do not like that thing either," and then somebody says, "Wait, don't you have a history of not taking accountability? You know, don't you have a history of not taking accountability and or not being truthful with what you say? Don't you have a history of not being truthful with what you say and or taking accountability for most of the stuff you say? So who's to say that you're lying right now? You know, who's to say that you're not lying right now? You know what I mean? Who's to say that that person's not lying? If you have a history where you lie and or refuse to take accountability, do not expect everybody to forget the fact that do not expect everybody to let it slide by that you are attempting to, you know, stand for something. Meanwhile, you never really had a stance. Meanwhile, you never really had a proper stance on anything. You know, did that make sense, or should I? Did that make sense? Did that make sense, or did I confuse a lot of you? I do not know. I genuinely wonder if that made sense or not. I'm not the best with wording stuff. A fake hater. Basically a fake hater, yes. They let the boy who cried wolf. I never really. I do not really remember the boy who cried wolf. What was that about? I get that the boy lies a lot and they did not believe him when he actually saw a wolf. However, is there a more in-depth reason to that um comparison, or was it pretty surface level? Was it quite surface level? Pretty surface level, just someone being a repetitive liar and not being able to be trusted. Yes, exactly, exactly. Yes, something like that. So, yes, with that comparison, I do not know why YouTube says that they are against AI when they keep supporting it. Whoever is currently running YouTube, I hope they know that they're not shining the best light on this website. Then again, the website has not been the best in the recent years. And it feels like it gets worse. And not only worse, also hypocritical. Um, you know how, do you know how YouTube is against, vulgar things and they want to keep it family friendly? I'll have something to say about that in a minute. Hold on. So basically, YouTube claims to be user interface is super annoying. I would not say constantly. I would say they make minor changes that throw you off. Does it bother me? A tad. However, not really. To each their own, I would assume. However, YouTube says we're family friendly. We have no room for really adult material to be on here. No pornographic material, no nothing. YouTube says that. YouTube says that, and or tries to stand for that. And mind you, this is the same app. This is the same website that demonetizes people for saying the F word. This is the same website that demonetizes people for saying the F word and or any other curse word. And sometimes they will demonetize you for a completely illogical reason. So, with that in mind, and not to mention, whenever whenever you try to call them out for it, and you say, "Oh yeah, the AI that they use is so, bad," they would say, I saw this on Twitter. I witnessed this. Somebody, they really thought they could get away with this. They said, "Hey, hi, real human here. We do not use AI, even though they practice AI." And not only that, they also said they do not use AI to review videos, which is not working in their favor. Hold on. I'm back. So basically, I was saying something. Oh yes. So YouTube says that they do not use AI to review, people's videos, which from that one tweet, I made a quote to the post that they made. And the quote was, YouTube, YouTube, you do realize that this is a double-edged sword with what you said right here, right? Because if you are lying about AI actually reviewing, if you are lying about AI not actually re- re- reviewing other people's content when when it is strongly believed that it is, when it is strongly believed that it is, if you are lying when AI is actually monitoring YouTube mostly, then that will be a very big stain on your reputation. A very big stain. On the other hand, if it is people reviewing this, and they found, by the way, for context, a person had their video demonetized over the most random part of the video. And the part of the video, the part of the video was going on. I'm talking about YouTube's. I'm talking about YouTube's. I'm talking about YouTube. That is all. So basically, it was the most random part of the video, and the person said that nothing they said was remotely wrong in that moment. I forgot what it was. I honestly forgot what it was. However, I remember it not being that bad. It was not that bad, and it was the most nothing burger. People say nothing burger, correct? It was the most nothing burger of a of a claim to have. And and by the way, YouTube demonetized them for hate speech and violence. So YouTube, if you're lying and saying that AI did not review that when it did, that is a humongous stain on your reputation. If humans are reviewing that, and they thought, and the humans, quote unquote, who reviewed and the humans who reviewed that quote thought it was offensive and demonetized the person for it, then that will hurt. Then that will hurt your reputation 2 times as worse, because at least it is reasonable that AI can mess up. At least it is reasonable that AI can unconsciously mess up because can unconsciously can unco- can unconsciously mess up because it is a computer. Computers are not always accurate. If it is a human who made if it is a human who made the conscious decision to demonetize people over the most tame things, then that will hurt you even worse, because people will start thinking that YouTube is growing very sensitive. YouTube has to get it together. And I have no idea where this YouTube conversation I am talking about came from. I wanted to address it because I feel like this site may go downhill. Same site who says that they're against AI, by the way, and they support it. I do not know. I actually tolerated the times where we had YouTube rewinds. That time, while yes, there was a whole keep YouTube family friendly thing, even though YouTube Kids was right there. Even though there was the whole family friendly fiasco, I tolerated that time more than YouTube currently. I did. I'm not lying. I did. I tolerated it far better than YouTube currently. If I could control rewind, I would want Fortnite. So here's the thing. Here's my opinions on the YouTube rewinds. Here are my opinions on the YouTube rewinds. I like them. I do not care if that's a hot take, as people say. I like them. I actually like them. I honestly like them. It is a shame that I think the last YouTube Rewind was a countdown list. However, I genuinely liked the Rewind events. I liked them. Sure, there were some, cheesy moments. However, I liked them. I thought it was I thought it was a great mega collaboration. And people were hating on it. And, here's my opinions on why I think people were hating on them so much. I think the main biggest reason why people were hating on them so much was because either A, they did not like how YouTube was being ran at that point, which is reasonable. B, they did not like the person who was running YouTube at the time. Which they can dislike somebody. They can dislike they can dislike somebody and appreciate the product. C, C, they thought it was cheesy, which again, there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with it. I mean, if you do not like it, sure. Or D. No, hold on. D is they try to find a reason to hate it. Or E, all of the above. Those have to be the reasons. Those have to be the reasons. Because, yes, I thought some moments were cheesy. I thought some moments were cheesy. And I said, "Meh." However, ultimately, I liked it. I liked it. Do you guys do the people here do the people here remember that one YouTube rewind where they had the storytime animators by a campfire and then they were singing Drake? So do you remember when they were by the campfire and they were singing? I thought that was so cool, and I may be a little biased because I really looked up to them at the time. Hold on, the stream keeps loading. I really liked it. I really liked it. Um, I also remember that somebody said that during the rewind, the rewind times, YouTube lied to this certain person when this person said that they did not want to do a rewind, if I remember correctly. I could be completely wrong. However, I think this person said that they did not want to participate in rewind at any point, and then YouTube lied to them for them to come to the rewind. I think YouTube said one thing and then they really meant the other when they showed up, which was shady. This is what the person, I'm completely paraphrasing what the person said. I could be wrong. And I obviously was not there, to say if that was true or not. However, if my paraphrase is correct and or if the person is correct, that is a very horrible thing for YouTube to do. Because if somebody expressed disinterest, why would you lie to them? Why would you lie to them? Yeah, just to get them to be a part of your rewind. That is not a good look on YouTube. What did you miss? You did not miss much. We're talking about rerun. We're talking about YouTube in general. We're going shopping. No, no, no. Hold on. Even though I, even though it's not Even though it's not really shown in the series itself, I really, really love the fact that Bugstar changed her to be more herself, if that makes sense. It's very adorable. I love their friendship, yes. The start of it was the flower he gave her. I'm not going to elaborate further. The start of it was the flower he gave her. He gave her. The flower does not want to be revealed. The flower was revealed in the final episode of part 1. What? This is a redraw or another exchange. I remember when Knife made a cloak for Bug. It's not a redraw. Wait, how is it a redraw if it's 2 different characters? This is an exchange. Alright, I've put this one off for a while. I put this one off for a while. I can imagine Darlik Seba against his own. Why is this so nice to me? Why is it deserves kindness? Because he's Bug. Because he's Bug. That's the reason. He's Bug. Alright, I've put this one off for a while. Jeez, you are about to witness a human version of Tease. I put this one off for a while because people. Oh gosh, let's see how it goes. A human Tease. And for reference, that was a joke. I do not care how you react to Tease. I do not care. Greetings, FunFu09. You must be new here. Greetings. Greetings, fun. How are you not paying for the stream? You were paying for the second channel stream. You were not paying for this one. Greetings, Uchu. We don't have snacks, so bring them. So bring your own so we can take them. Try to take a snack from Uchu. I dare you. I dare you. And I'm not saying this as in a, oh yeah, I'll give it back to them. No, I mean, they would bite your finger off. They love their snacks. I'm joking. I have a Pepsi IRL. You ain't getting nothing. I have a Dr. Pepper, so you can keep your Pepsi. I have a Dr. Pepper. This world I built for you. You think you like pineapple on your pizza? I do not mind if people like pineapple. I feel like that's a no, I feel like that is a controversial thing because one person said it, and then another person said it, and then another, and then another, and then another, and then eventually came down to a whole popular belief, and people mindlessly believe that without forming their own opinion. So for me personally, would I say that I hate pineapple on pizza? I do not know. I never tried it. People cannot look at it on the pizza and say, "Yeah, I hate it. It is disgusting." And you never even gave it a try. It's like if you look at it's like if you look at I'm trying to think. It's like if you look at Chinese food, Chinese food. For instance, you look at you look at sushi and you think raw fish on rice. This looks so disgusting. Why? Who would eat this? And you never even tried it. Mind you, the person said looks disgusting, and or the person would try to say, Yes, this is disgusting. This is gross. I would never eat this." And you never tried it. You never tried it at all. Me personally, I was skeptical of sushi. I never said I didn't. I never said I disliked it. I was skeptical of it because the whole raw meat on the rice thing. I did not think it was a safety hazard. I thought it was a thing that would not agree well with me. However, I tried it, and the sushi was pretty good. The sushi was pretty good. The sushi was good. Then again, it was a California roll. However, I still liked it. It's, However, I still liked it. The sushi was good. I want to try the sushi with the pink fish on the rice. I want to try that type of sushi. I really do. I, and fun fact, I actually have a grandmother. I have a grandmother who this is a funny thing. She says she is allergic to foreign food, which is not really possible. You could be allergic to a food. I do not think you can be allergic to something because it originated from a foreign country, if you know what I mean. And we tried to go over this logic with her. We tried to go over this logic with her so many times. So many times. We would say, we would say, we would say, "Grandma, you do not know what you were talking about." And she would say, "Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I know exactly what I'm talking about. I am allergic to foreign food." And then we went over the logic with her. We we said that the hot dogs that she bought could have came from Germany. The hot dogs that she bought could have came from Germany. The rice that she bought could have been transported from Asia. You know, Do you see where I'm coming from? Um, Greetings, Dairy. Um, I'm trying to think of another thing. The snacks that she bought could have originated from. It could have originated from Australia. It may not have said it on the box. However, it could have. No, no. It usually says it on the box. Usually, probably not all the time. However, it could have originated from Australia. And here's the kicker. Here's the kicker. My grandmother loves ramen. My grandmother loves ramen. And I wanted to point out so many, and I did. I did eventually. I said, "Grandma, you love ramen, yes?" And she says, "Yes." And I said, "Grandma, you do know ramen came from Asia, correct? Ramen originated from Asia. um, and then she said, "Well, noodles are noodles," and then I said, "No, no, no, Grandma. However, I feel like that should not matter, right? Because you said you were allergic to foreign food. Ramen originated in Asia, and the thing is, as I was telling her this, she tried to cut me off and said, "Hey, let's calm down, let's calm down." And then I said, "Grandma, I am calm. I'm calmly telling you this, telling you this, you know." There was another time. There's another time. It was so hilarious because she did say at one point that Asian food makes her nauseous, and all right, sure. If the culture's food makes you nauseous, sure, all right, I'll be willing to believe that. As long as you're not saying that you are allergic to it, which I do not think it is possible to be allergic to a country. However, if you say the food smell makes you nauseous, all right, I have no issue with that. And not that I had an issue with it to begin with. I would think that the reasoning is weird. However, you know what I mean. So so my aunt my aunt made my grandmother some stir fry. It was fried rice with vegetables in it, I think, and she fed it to my grandmother. I don't think she told her what it was. I think all she said was, "Oh yeah, she was making some rice and vegetables and stuff." And she fed it to my grandmother. She ate it. Nothing. 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 She ate it and nothing happened. Um, oh, there's this other point. I think my grandmother asked for another bowl, and then my aunt gave it to her. She ate it again. She ate again, right? A few days pass. My aunt told my grandmother, "Hey, hey, do you remember that rice I fed you?" And grandma said, "Yes." And then my aunt said, "Yes, that was fried rice. That's an Asian cuisine." And then my grandmother, I think she told me that my grandmother frowned, and then she said, "I told you I do not like foreign food." She's allergic to foreign food, by the way, as she claims. How is one allergic to foreign food? My grandmother, apparently. um, uh, I love my grandmother to death. However, I feel like she has to realize that that logic does not make any sense. I believe she's being picky. I'm being completely honest. All she has to say is that she could just say that she's picky and or she's afraid of trying foreign food. She could have said that and I would have took it. I'm not kidding. She could have just said that she was picky. She However, no, she doubled down and said that she's allergic to foreign food, which is not possible. That's not possible. It I'm not think it is scientifically possible. You could be nauseous from the way how somebody cooks a foreign food. You could be nauseous from the smell. You could be nauseous from the smell, and that is completely a thing that could happen. You could be nauseous from the smell of a foreign food. Like for instance, I do not eat burritos. However, whenever somebody microwaves their burrito slightly, and then the smell is out, it makes me incredibly nauseous. It makes me incredibly nauseous. I don't know if the burrito was bad. However, when they bake when they when they microwave the burrito, I felt nauseous because, and no, not because I am allergic. It is because it smelled nauseating. That is not being allergic. That is having a reaction, not an allergic one. That is having a repulsed reaction of the smell. Because if me being repulsed by the burrito smell is me being allergic, if that's the case, if I smell if I smell beans and I do not like the smell of it and it makes me nauseous, oh, I guess I'm allergic to beans. If I smell a different flavor of ramen noodles, oh, I guess that means I'm allergic to noodles. I cannot eat noodles anymore. If I do not like the way how cereal smells, oh, I guess I'm allergic to cereal. A bat. If I don't like the smell of hot dogs, oh, I do not like hot dogs anymore. Well, you can still like something and be allergic to it. However, I cannot eat hot dogs. I'm allergic. I could smell I could smell something off in my mother's beef stew, which I love. I could smell something which I love to eat. I could smell something wrong with my mother's beef stew, which I love to death and that I love to eat. I could smell something wrong in it. Oh dang! I guess that suddenly means I cannot eat a beef stew because I'm allergic. I would ask if you understand where I'm coming from. However, I think the majority already knows what I'm coming from at this point. Where I'm coming from at this point. It is not logical to be allergic to foreign food. All right, so I will be honest. I will be honest. It is possible to be allergic to a foreign food if it is a certain ingredient used in the food. That is possible. However, you are not allergic to it because it is foreign. You are allergic to it because of an ingredient and or ingredients that were used. For instance, it could be the type of oil that they used. It could be the type of vegetables in their meat that they used. It could be anything like that. You being allergic to something because it came out of the country is not logical at all, because then that means that you're just naturally allergic to anything that came externally from America, which is not logically possible. It's not. You're not late, right? No, not really. No, you're technically right. No, you're technically right, Derry. That's Japan. That's the Japan flag. You're right. Japan is in Asia. I feel like I want to give my grandmother this rundown at some point, and I try to remain vague about my family every now and then. However, sometimes some stories are really interesting, and you want to talk about them. Human teeth. Yes, we are. I am drawing human teeth. They're watching. This is Bug's mother, by the way. This is Bug's mother. Very great woman. A very interesting woman. You see where we got the hair from exactly. Bug's grandma is allergic to foreign foods because they're foreign. Yes, which is not logically possible. I guarantee that there could be scientists in the year 4040. There could be scientists in the year 4028. Technology is probably far more advanced than the technology that we have now. People are probably actually driving and flying cars, you know? People are probably having the most scientific conversations known to man. And and I guarantee you not a single I can because if they do somehow do this, that will be crazy. I can 99.9% guarantee you that not a single one of them would be able to figure out the possibility of being allergic to a foreign food. Oh, what did I say? Bug, are one of your characters based on anyone IRL, like friends, family, people? The only, the only characters based on family are is Bug and Flea, his sister. Those are the only characters inspired by family. Bug and my sister. That's it. Even then, Bug is halfly inspired by me. He is his own character. However, he is halfly inspired by me. Flea is halfly inspired by my younger sister. Not fully. They're the only characters inspired by my family. And I did that purposefully um because I do not think I could insert my family into my I do not think I can insert my family into my story because I want to be a lot more flexible with the characters that I make. And I really do not want to base my characters off of my parents because what if people start finding them attractive and then you know it will get really weird for me because people are finding attraction to something that's based off of my mother, and or my father. So it will get really weird, especially my older sister. So the only characters based off of my family are Bug and my younger sister. And I am not I am not worried about people being weird about Bug and Flea, which is, Bug's sister based off of my younger sister. I'm not worried about people being that weird about them because they are not really to me they're not really seen as attractive to the public eye, you know. And I'm going to be completely honest, I was never considering basing my characters off of my family in the first place, nor mutuals. I was never going to base them off of them in the first place because back then when I did do that, well, this is not the main reason. This is half of the reason. Because half the reason is when I did that back then and people were being weird over a character that was supposed to be represented. No, that was supposed to represent my mother. When I did that back then and people were being weird over it, I immediately regretted the decision. I regretted it because I did not want that type of attention to be drawn to that character. And there's that Jesus man, jeez man, it was really weird. There was that time where um there was that time where I drew, and it was simply because, it was inspired that it was inspired by some it was inspired from the fact that I thought, my mother, she looks beautiful in some dresses that she wears. And I was thinking, all right, let me draw this character based on my mother in a dress. Because I was thinking, all right, yeah, she looks she looks beautiful in these dresses from what I can remember. So let me draw her in that, and then people were being weird over it, and then, I dropped it. And here's the thing, um about 2 years after, you know, 2 years at because I think no, not I think this did happen. So after people were being weird about that, I decided not to show the family anymore and just show the character I had at the time because people were being incredibly weird. I was showing my younger sister every now and then. However, that was about it. I dropped it after a while. I dropped it after a while because of one incident that I will not get into. So I dropped it. I dropped the family and showed the character who I had at the moment. And 2 years after, I decided to stray away from it, and I decided to go away from it and focus on bugs. And mind you, I had other characters as well. I had other characters that were not related, to the character I had at the time. Other characters that were not family, however, friends of the character that I had at the time. And 2 years after, and 2 years after, I stopped drawing it all together because people got too parasocially attached to them. If you know what I mean, people got too parasocially attached to them. People try to control what I do with them, and yeah, you already know the story, so there's no need to repeat it. People were being weird, basically, really weird. All right, I was eating for a minute. What's season two going to be about? What you mean part two? Part two will be about exploring Bug and Vessel's dynamic, and um, it'll be exploring. It'll be exploring Bug and Dart's relationship, Bug and Vessel's dynamic, and Darth's mental health. That's what it is going to be exploring. Angst. It's not gonna be solely angst. Angst wrote. Not really. I mean, there's gonna be other stuff happening. We will get some episodes of Darth's mental health. However, those episodes are still going to be pretty relevant as to what as as is going to be pretty relevant to the plot. So there's not going to be that many that many episodes with angst. So yes. However, they are still going to be really relevant to the plot. This is good news, Mark. We can finally be bees. Think, Mark. I have a mutual who, Uchu said this actually. I have no idea if Uchu is still here. Uchu said that I have, that I have a near accurate Tiso impression. Tiso from Hollow Knight. I and I do not really hear it. I think I said, Gonke Guano, and and Uchu said I nearly sounded exactly like Tiso, and I said, sound like ma. That was a bad one. Hold on. Sound like ma. Gonke Guano, and this stuff like that. And I did not remotely sound like Tiso. Maybe Tiso if he was younger. Yeah. One thing I wish for people to do is to, you know, because this happened in an old server of mine, and it made me realize how people really only say stuff if it sounds relatable. No, not relatable. How people only say stuff just to get on a person's good side, even though they have no idea what they're talking about. So there's this one time, and it's not that big of a deal. However, it made me aware. It made me aware. So it was not that big of a deal. I was talking about Big Top Burger in an old server of mine. I think, I think I said I love Big Top Burger, and then a person said, "Oh yeah, I think no, I think I said Big Top Burger. That's all I said." And a person said, "Oh yeah, I think I ate there before." And then I said, "It is a series." I said it is a series. And then they said dot dot dot, and then it got a little awkward. And I have no idea why that small event made me think about how people could try to say something to relate to the topic at hand. Which, if you do not know about it, it is alright to say that you do not know about it. It's completely alright to say that you do not know about it. I would not have thought of a person a certain way if they did not know about it. Then again, Maybe Big Top Burger is an actual restaurant. Who knows? Maybe it is. Who honestly, who knows? It could be. Who knows? I think the conversation halted. Hold on. Because I think YouTube's doing it again. Hold on. I really do not know if anybody is talking right now. I think YouTube decided to turn off the comments, which is weird. Hold on. Let me try and find something. Alright, I'm back. I'm back. Hold on. Alright, yeah, it was going on. Yeah, it was active. Yeah, it was here. Alright. I never thought everybody collectively decided to lurk. Alright. Was I figuring out the comment? What? Also, I might make shorts on both this account and my second account because I think shorts are the better received thing nowadays. I don't know. I don't know. The giant bug that's like a dragon with no wings and it's big. Are you talking about the white one that says Herm or something? I think I forgot his name. Their name, or like the one lava fight part where the structure. Are you talking about fourth chorus? Or are you talking about them? Fourth, that one giant worm character in a fourth chorus? In fourth chorus? 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 Very, very random question. How would Tease react if she saw a bug laying in the grass outside? Like just casually laying there. She would join them. She would join them. Pretty simple answer. She would join them. The Bell Beast? I don't know. I think of the Bell Beast as a dragon, unless you are talking about, and slight spoilers, unless you're talking about the Bell Eater. Unless you're talking about the Bell Eater. Plan to add anything like them? Plan to add anything like them? Uh, maybe not something like the fourth chorus. Not something like the fourth chorus. There are bugs who act as feral beasts in Fallen Hill. However, it's not going to be exactly like the Bell Beast. When I say Fallen Hill is partially inspired by Hollow Knight, I do not mean I'm going to be taking nearly everything as an inspiration from Hollow Knight. There will be some references and/or things that may remind you of Hollow Knight. However, not everything's going to be a reference to it. There will be originality overall. You may see inspirations, however, overall there is originality. For instance, Bug is an original character. You may say, oh, Bug might be inspired off of Hornet because he has a cloak and a long weapon, which no, because of a cloak and a weapon, which no. I'm gonna be completely honest. Bug is not inspired off of Hornet, and yes, around the time where I created Bug, it was when I heard of Hollow Knight. However, ultimately, he is not inspired off of Hornet in any way. Say greetings to Tease. It's Tease. Greetings, Tease. Greetings. How are you, Tease? It's Tease. It's Tease. Greetings, Tease. Besides, Ghost also has a cloak and weapon like Hornet and Bug, but I wouldn't say either are the inspiration. Tease looks studying another way. Exactly, and thank you. And Probably a silly question, but can tease. Probably a silly question, but can tease fight. Bug, do bugs exist in your world? I pray that is satire. I pray that is satire. That has to be satire. That is satire. I'm calling that satire. Waffy teases a sadistic fighter, also a Devilant who are known for being good fighters and have a good amount of bloodlust. Thank you. Thank you. What do you mean satire? Satire means sarcastic. It is like saying sarcastic. Maybe. Maybe. Yes, maybe. Alright, so I'm going to be completely honest. When I saw the can tease fight question, I do not know why I for some reason for some reason I just lowered my head. I lowered my head. That was my response to that question if tees could fight. I just lowered my head. That's all I did. Because out of all the stuff I've shown and talked about with tees, I felt like it meant I felt like it meant nothing whenever people did not process it. Nodded. I did not nod. That was not a nod at all. That was not a nod. It was not a nod. I thought the Axis like ever Fallen Hill has its own. I never thought the Axis like ever. Fallen Hill has its own planetary currency, right? So does that mean they have their own nature, like they have their own ecosystem, basically animals? Greetings, Uchu. Are you really craving some pizza, loaded chips? I think I might go down the street and grab some food. Oh, alright. Neat, neat, neat. 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 Get yourself something good. Yo, I'm sorry, bro. I asked some dumb crap sometimes. There's no such thing as a dumb question. However, there are questions that could be obvious, if you know what I mean. There are very obvious questions, is what I'm saying. There's absolutely no such thing as stupid questions in my book. Maybe obvious questions, maybe questions that should not have been asked. However, to me, there's no such thing as a stupid question. Unbox exists to your world, maybe. That's not a stupid question. That was an obvious question, which is what I said earlier. Try again. masih manet, kadang tuna funny net. Ini masih manet, kadang pura taminet, net, mata no funero. Inside our wild ride, inside our wild ride, I think you'll take your time. Peer deep into my c'est la vie, giving vaguely, but there's nothing, no 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 no. Your heartbeat rings so running and 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 running. It's serving your soul. You better to know that begging and crying and pleading still don't go very far. On the line you walk till it's over. It's coming, 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 coming to take you away. So slough off your skin or decay. I know this is probably wrong, but I feel like Tia's the kind of mom to pinch Bug's cheeks and treat him like he's still a baby. She would pinch his cheeks, not treat him like a baby. She would not treat him like a baby. She would use a motherly tone, however, she would not treat him like a baby. She knows he's an adult. I should draw Bullet more often. I should draw Bullet more often, to be honest. I hear that he gets a full-on music album. Yes. Bullet's your favorite character? I see. I feel like people do not understand you like their personality. I'm glad you like their personality. I feel like people mistaken I feel like people get Bullet and Bug's friendship wrong a lot. People probably think that, oh yeah, they're such good friends. They're nearing best friend level when that is not true at all. Both Bullet and Bug have the type of friendship where it feels, let's say you live in a neighborhood and there's that one person that you would see every 2 days a week, and while you two barely speak, you two are on good terms. You two are on very good terms with each other, and you two are completely comfortable with how the friendship is, and you two may not advance it often anytime soon. That is the type of friendship that they have. They have a very, ah, you're cool. All right, bye type. They have the type of, ah, you're cool. However, we do not really speak often type of friendship. So yes. And both of them are alright with that. Let me ask you something. They haven't been together long enough. Bug, two friends game, blah blah. You know what comes next? Back shoots. You have it wrong. It's called back shots. And that is not a question. So you were wrong on both ends. Don't forget that video. Please don't. Do not ever forget that video. Although it is not a video that I'm very much proud of. I do not want you to forget that video. Do not. You never will? Don't ever forget that video. Greetings. Don't put your name here. Greetings. Oh, look at the hearts. Look at the hearts. Look at the hearts. Look at the hearts. Alright. Mind you, this was done in 2 layers. This was done in 2 layers. So much activity with the hearts. Look at the hearts. The hearts. The hearts. I want that smoke, Claire. What the hell is taking you? Why don't you tell me? Why does it sound so easy to breathe on TV? Won't you tell me? Why does it sound so easy to breathe? That was such a horrible voice. That was such a horrible voice. Why don't you tell me? Why does it sound so easy to breathe? Unpopular. Unpopular here. 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 What was the song I was singing before? What song? I love how you make their human design look like their bugs design. That's very creative. Yes, that is the near point. Bug, you should do a sing. No, no. It's kind of a little sad to me that Bull and Bug's friendship feels so surface level now. Back when Follow first I always saw them as best friends. No, their friendship is supposed to be pretty much, hey, hey, I vibe with you. However, you know, it feels, hey, I think you're cool. However, it feels, hey, I think you're cool. However, uh, I think we will still barely talk. It feels something like that. Like, hey, I think you're cool. Even though we barely talk, we're still cool with each other. We're, we're, we're still cool with each other, and something like that. They had some of the funniest moments together. I still consider them my favorite duo, though. Do you watch Game Theorists? I used to. I feel like I would watch the Game Theorists if I am really, really bored nowadays. I'm being honest. I used to watch them a lot back then. What was the song you were singing before? Someone and it keeps getting, I keep getting called. Someone write in the chat when he says it. I keep getting called. Says what? What song are you talking about? Bug character singing Devil and Ancestor song. I could see that. He sang an Ancestor song in that one Silk Song video I made. I think it was called Tune or something. I've heard Bug singing 8 times, and I have to be honest, it's the best singing. No, it is not. No need to spam. We don't want to repeat last time. Go. What? I wasn't trying to spam. Just wanted to know the song. Sorry. No, Izuko, you were not spamming. You were singing a song before. Can you? I do not remember. Can you repeat to me what it was? Well, a lyric or something. Oh no, I had an idea. I had an idea. Hold on, I had an idea. I had an idea. I had an idea. I had an idea. The Lord X song. Oh, you mean Meat Show? You mean Meat Show? Why did Bug skip your... What question? You did not ask a question. Silver hair. No, this is black hair. It's the shine. It's the shine. I wish I could learn more about this universe you're making. I have a series on YouTube called Fallen Hill. It is, well, not a series, a passion project. I do not consider it a series really. I do not consider it a series. Um, I'm I'm trying to think. I have a passion project on YouTube called Fallen Hill. I have a passion project on YouTube called Fallen Hill, and it is in a playlist that you can find on my account. Um, I feel nervous about promoting it because I'm not the promoting type of person. However, somebody asks about it, why not? Oh, jeez, I almost thought that was something else. Alright. The question about why Bullet takes her back shot so seriously. I don't know. That's not even canon, so I do not think they would. They're non-canon Bullet. Let them be. Exactly. You know what Peace is doing? Peace is alright. Peace will show. I'm not gonna say that. Never mind. I'm not gonna say anything about Peace. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna say anything. I'll leave that as a surprise. Thank you for correcting me. No problem. Don't spoil your own series. It's not spoiling the series, it's spoiling about the arrival of a character that I almost did, which I'm glad that I caught myself. On the line, you walk till it's over. It's coming, coming. Walk till it's, walk till, walk till it's over. It's coming. Walk till it's over. Walk till it's over. Walk till it's over. Walk till it's over. What? 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 What till it's over? What till it's over? Walk till it's over. It's coming, a coming, a coming, a coming, a coming, a coming, a coming to take you away. Walk till it's over. It's coming, a coming, a coming, a coming, a walk till it's over. It's coming, a coming, a coming, a coming, a coming, a coming, a coming to take you away. So slow up your skin. I am so tired. I am so tired. Walk till it's over. It's coming, a coming, a coming. Walk till it's over. It's coming, a coming, a coming, a coming, a coming. Walk till it's over. Walk till it's over. It's coming up. Walk till it's over. Walk till it's over. It's coming up. Walk till it's over. It's coming up. Walk till it's over. It's coming up, coming up, coming up, coming up, coming up, coming up, coming up. Walk till it's over. It's coming up, coming up, coming up, coming up, coming up, coming up. Walk till it's walk till it's over. It's coming up. Walk till it's over. It's coming up, coming up, coming up, coming up, coming up, coming up, coming to take you away. So slow off your shit. So oh, my bad. I did not mean to curse. So slow off your skin or decay. I was trying so hard to remember the last bit of that song. If you heard me repeating that, I was trying so hard to remember the last bit. It sounded like me saying, "It's coming, I coming, I coming," repeatedly. I was trying so hard to remember that last bit. It left me. Oh no. I'm losing it. I'm losing it. This is a joke, obviously. Not about the remembering thing. I'm talking about the losing it part. Hold on. You get it happens. Yes, it happens. Wait, what are you all talking about? Gosh. What are you all talking about? Let me see. Bug doesn't sleep. His streams always end up being or going into the night. But we all know Bug is stubborn. I am. You're probably screwed either way. You're probably screwed either way. But if you were stuck in the middle of a forest being hunted by silk darkies, which one do you expect to have which one do you expect? Which one do you maybe have a slim chance of surviving and escaping from? Dart. Dart. You have to remember, Dart. Dart doesn't only hunt. She's also very reasonable. She can be reasonable. Um, you're trying to figure out. Wait, I thought I told you it's called Meat Show. It's called Meat Show from Sinister Minds. That's what it's called, Ezekiel. My apologies. Not that good of an assassin. No, no. It all depends on what you did. If you're a murderer, Dart will kill you without a second thought. If if it was a simple bounty, Dart can be reasoned with. Alright. Would you dare look over your shoulder? Do you feel what's coming round the bend? Do you know what burn? Do you know what comes while you're growing? Do you know what comes while you're growing older? Would you ever turn your back again? Does it stop your heart? Does your hair turn gray? Or let me tell you now it's gonna be alright, baby. I saw that, Waffy. I saw that. Don't even. I saw that. I missed the quiet. I can't deny it. I might have fight it. Mind you, Waffy's the same person who says, and I quote, "Wow, I do not appreciate whenever people see a woman and then they immediately go and then they immediately, you know, go a wooga or something." Waffy's the same person who said that. I must have quiet. Am I to fight it? I must have quiet. Exactly what you wanted to bring. Exactly. Cause even at the because even at the roads, because even at the roads said and done, I only wanna stay. Ref, ref. Why did I use my own words against me? That's not fair. Waffy, Waffy. If you're, if you are gonna stand for some, if you were gonna stand for something, you have to learn to stand on business because you cannot say one thing and then go around and then not mean it because that can get conflicting not only for you, however, for other people because they do not know what you are trying to say. Truly, you can't win. You said she makes you go a wooga. What are you? And you were talking about that. I'm not the only person who witnessed it, right? I am not the only person who witnessed you say that. Am I? We we saw Tears have silver hair. We saw what you said, Waffy. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to copy T's, duplicate T's. Are you sure? Is that the meme that people are saying now? Are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure? No, the one where he is sitting down and starts sitting up, pointing at something with a Y in his hand. Oh, that one. I think I know what you're talking about. We could be bees, Mark. I know that's not happen, but what if Bug told T's young mom can I borrow some money? We should just give him some. She will give him a bag. She will give him a bag. There we go. It is tease. Very nice work. Thank you. Say so. I need you. Say so. Good job on the coloring and line art. Thank you. Mask on, mask off, mask, mask on, mask off, mask on, mask up, mask off. Hold on. Mask on, mask off, mask on, mask off. Oh wait, hold on. Notice something. Raiders, Raiders, I couldn't care less. No more running, no more hiding. Show me that monster you got tucked away. Will Silk have white or silver hair when you make their human design? White. White hair. Silk will have white hair. Have white hair. Wonder if Tease will be. Tease is black. Tease is black. Black. Why 10 feet? Oh, I'm about to say, I was about to say, when I ever said that Tease was 10 feet. Tease is black because Bug is black. You know? Wait, what do you said. Wait, what? To your question. All right. I was I was getting so confused. Alright, my mistake. Um, this was wrong to say, but who isn't black? Um, Dart, Dart and in the Black Widow community, Vessel, Shade, Descend, Horn, Knife, Kn- Knife, Silk, Bloom, Cut, Sting. Well, no, Sting is mixed. Sting is mixed. Sting is mixed. Sting is Blasian. Sting is Blasian. Blasian. Um, Spy. 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 Um, um, I'm trying to think of another one. Floor, the Orchid Mantis. Then you say Silk was black. I never said Silk was black. Silk was Korean. Isn't isn't Bull the Afro Latina? Yes, Bullet is Afro Latina. Bullet is Afro Latina. They're all coded that way. No, they're not all coded to be Afro Latina. I'm saying that they're all coded to be tied to an ethnicity. That's not what I'm trying to say. Don't put your name here. Let's not talk about politics, please. Keep that out of here. This is not the place to talk about politics. Haven't seen Bloom in a bit. Also, esteem the mechanical and part of Fallen Hill universe. Yes. No, to be honest, Bloom is black. Bloom is black. Bloom is black. How come you can animate Fallen Hill in its same art style, but you have a completely different style when it comes to your other work? How do you do that? The thing is because I actually put a lot more effort into standalone drawings rather than the series itself. Not the series, the passion project itself. The project the project itself. Whenever I put a lot of detail into a standalone drawing, it's because I'm putting all of my energy and or most of my energy into said drawing. Whenever it comes to Fallen Hill, I am giving it my best. I am giving it my best. However, I am also trying to have enough energy to put everything else to put all of my energy into everything else, so that whenever I get finished with an episode of the project, then I can confidently say I gave it my all because I want every single frame to have effort put into it, not short-winded effort. Noi, I will do Noi at some point, hopefully. Yeah, no, I can't believe I just said Roy. Muscles and a big beard for Noi. Looking forward to it. Noi would have a slight beard. Noi will have a slight beard. Not a big beard, a slight beard. All right. Bye. Don't put your name here. Here. I'm so lucky. Yes, he does. Oh, the drawing is epic. Thank you, Zero Coke Animation. I appreciate it. Greetings. Welcome. Alright then. I think I drew a while, and I talked for a while, and I think I'm about to end the stream. I'm about to end the stream. I've been doing this for a while. So, miss, bye.